boost, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Well, if you're going to play football in Arizona, a dome and air conditioning, those are two good things to have, and we've got both here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Set ready! You set ready! You ain't got nothing! You ain't got nothing! 43!
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Newton on first down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Smith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Newton's pass is on target to Moore. 19 yards there on the pickup. And it'll be second and about a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing again on second down. Newton, he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43.
Yeah, Greg, Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
Sack City, baby.
After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he's going to go down again. Darius Philo in there to drop him at sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Check the backer, check the backer.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the pass.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Well, Butler was the 2nd of 3 receivers Arizona took in the draft. They said they wanted to increase the amount of playmakers that they have out wide, so they nabbed him in round 4 out of Iowa State. Really didn't come on until his final season at Iowa State, over 1,300 yards and 9 touchdowns. Andy Isabella, he kind of provides the top-end speed. Butler has the size, 6'6", 225, a huge target out wide. To throw is Murray. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Mike's 59. Watch the out. Watch the out. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They give to Johnson going right. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there. And it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. K1 short. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Gun. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 58, come on, 58. Let's go, D. 58, come on. 58, come on. I got it. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
A shotgun snap for Newton. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. They find some open field here. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, let's get it. Gun. Switch it. Come here, switch it.
Now Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Panthers.
40%, ready?
On first down, it's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
They go play action here on first down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Logan, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Slam, slam, slam. Let's go. Come on.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
It's 4th down.
Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try.
8-yard attempt.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Off play action. Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A final shot before the break. Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Let's go now. 6 yards. 5-4. Hey, I'm coming.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's it, baby.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushed him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Check, ready. Go to base. Check, 59. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Mike, check. 59. Watch it.
To throw on third down. Murray trying to lay one up deep. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
From the gun, Newton. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Rodney Gunter in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. To try again after the sack. Newton to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, Got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, man.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, watch the foot. Check Mike 54.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Come on, fellas. On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. McCaffrey following the penalty, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Newton got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell Suggs picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on,
there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And this one hits at the one, continues on it. Into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have, as they get him behind the line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
That's good for the Cardinals. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Murray now on 1st down. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. You're not ready. You're not ready.
From the gun, Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D, we're pretty quiet.
Throwing again, Murray. Dancing to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. But we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 17-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Cardinals take over first and 10. Let's go. 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check, right, trust. Right, 54. You don't want that.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1st down. Murray steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. The Panther rush just too strong. They get there and take him down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it, yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Murray fighting, lost the football. We'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Mike, check, 59.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Switch up.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain there of 21 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Try to power it in with Arma. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Panthers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.